In service to the four-state area, KODE-TV presents Project 12. Today's topic is Up with People.
Good afternoon and welcome to Project 12. Today we're going to find out more about the singing group Up with People, and that show will be in Joplin very soon. With me from the Up with People organization are Lee Dodson, Debbie Simpson, and Jeff Zadroga. Good afternoon and welcome to the area.
Thank you.
Jeff, let's talk just a little bit about the group itself in case people are not that familiar with the Up with People organization. Give us a little bit of the history about the group.
All right. Basically, Up with People was started in 1968. A gentleman named Blanton Belk was the one that got the program started. And he wanted to take the negative energy that was being generated by the youth of the late 60s and just turn it into a positive energy. And so he wanted he did this by promoting a group that used music as their means of communication. And that's where he came up with Up with People. A lot of people were down with people, down with America, down with the world, and down with everything. And he said, let's take it and make it positive and up with people. And that's basically where the group got started, with a positive message, traveling around the world, representing international cultural diversity.
And it is. It's very unique in that there are so many different backgrounds. Because we are an international cast, we have all different views on everything. You can take a girl from Japan and her religious beliefs, her active beliefs in everyday life is so different maybe from someone from Sweden or someone from the United States.
What about the size of the group itself, Debbie?
Our cast represents 17 different countries and 35 different states. We have 135 students in our cast. There are traveling on the road right now 5 different casts, again representing 22 different countries. Our cast represents 17. There's about 550 students traveling with that group, and in a year we interview over 10,000 students to travel with us.
It was just one group when it started out, and then within the next 2 years they had 4 groups, and eventually they added a 5th group. But like I said, he didn't have any idea, but they did have around 2,000 people that came to this first retreat that Blanton Belk set up. And the group itself just kind of pushed him and said, we want to go here, we want to go there. And they pushed him and it started, and he saw the need for these different groups and to hit the different areas.
There's been so much interest in Up with People that a 6th cast is being added in the next 2 years, next year to 2. And so much is in the works for Up with People. I know in December that 2 casts will be going to China. In January we'll be performing at the halftime of the 20th Super Bowl in New Orleans. The Asian Games in the spring. There's so much going on for the program that
the work never stops. Jeff, how have you changed in the time that you've been with the group?
The most important way that I've changed is that I've become more culturally aware of the cultures around me. Just being in a group with 17 different countries represented is so fantastic. We had an opportunity to sing for Pope John Paul II in Canada, and we'll do so again in Rome. And the impact of that experience was so exciting for me, and I learned so much through that. And I think I've grown a lot through host families, learning how different families live in their homes. You know, we become part of the families when we live with them.
This has to be a big decision to take, as far as your own personal lives are concerned, to take a year out of your life and join the group itself. You must have to have a great deal of support back home. Back home.
My parents were very, very welcome to the idea. They thought it was a great opportunity. I've been to 3 years of college. I really don't know exactly what I want to do for the rest of my life. And so it was a good time for me to take a break and get my thoughts together and kind of see different aspects and views around the world and see what I want to do, what I'm interested in.
Lee, let's talk a little bit about some of the community activities as far as the group is concerned that you'll be involved while you're staying here.
Okay. Whenever we go into an organization, we try to do as much community involvement as possible. Through this way, we get into the community, we find different hospitals, nursing homes, mental institutions, state schools, regular schools, high schools, and we try to go to those places and not only do a 20-minute acoustic show or a show, but we try to do some kind of an interaction with the people so that we give something to them, but more importantly, we get something in return. It's amazing how at senior citizens homes that we come back with so much that we learn from the people. For example, in a senior citizens home, we may stay and play bingo with the people, or we might write letters for them if they're not able, or anything that might be a little bit different than their ordinary day that we can help them with and try to get a natural interaction going.
Jeff, let's talk a little bit about the reaction that you've been getting while you've been here in this area.
Okay. The people of Joplin have been really fantastic and open, enthusiastic. Of course, Up With People's been in the city before, back in March of '83, and so a lot of people are familiar with the program and what we do and what we try to do in the communities. So they've really been open. It's been exciting for us to come in and not be hitting a brick wall or anything. People have been really open for us.
Thanks so much for taking the time out of I know what is a very busy schedule after having watched you for several days here. Welcome to the area again.
Thank you.
We hope that your stay is very pleasant. Thanks for coming.
Thanks a lot.
And thank you for being with us, and we hope that you'll join us again next week for another edition of Project 12.